Hey guys, this is Jamie Bond with Fish Bluewater, and today we're going to teach you how to tie a blood knot on a flatline spinning rod. Spinning rod is by far one of my favorite weapons for sail fishing. A lot of the times it's fished off the bow. It's a lonely job for the guy on the bow. He's kind of on his own island, but a lot of times it can be that rod that can make the difference in your day, whether you're fun fishing or tournament fishing. And if you really commit to it, you can easily pick up a couple of extra bites a day if it's fished properly and fished with some commitment. So, whereas we tied a double line, right, in the case of our kite setup, I am not going to do that on the flatline side. There's some guys who would argue with me or definitely not agree in terms of not fishing a double line. However, I truly believe with the lightweight tackle that we're fishing, presentation is so important. So the cleaner you can make that presentation, the better. And as long as you've got a solid connection with your knot, the clean presentation, again, with 3 to 4 to 5 pounds of drag, we're not really putting a lot of pressure on these fish. We're not really testing the limits of these lines or the knots to their maximum capacity. So I prefer to go with a single leader presentation. And so the way that I make that connection is with a simple, what's called a simple blood knot. And I can just tell you that if this knot is tied properly, it will absolutely 0% chance it breaks. I have fished this setup both in meat fish tournaments and sailfish tournaments my whole life, as light as 30, 40 pound test leader, fighting anything from sailfish to 30, 40 pound blackfin tunas, big kings, and the knot has never let me down. So here's how we do it. You've got, the beauty of the blood knot is you can make that line to line connection with very light lines to heavier lines. So I think we've got 16 pound test line on this spinning reel. We've got 40 pound test leader material. So the first thing we're going to do, we've got them side by side, parallel, like so. I'm going to take my 40 pound test line. I'm going to make a loop, like so. And I'm going to wrap that about 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times around that 16 pound test. And I'm going to pull it tight, like so. Now, I'm going to take my 16 pound test line. I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to do about 5 or 6 twists on that on the lighter side around the 40 pound test line. I'm going to pull that in tight. Now, you can see here, I've got both of these ends. I've got my knot ready to go from the 40 pound side. I've got my knot ready to go on the 16 pound side. I'm going to slowly snug those 2 lines up together. Wet them again, just to those knots to pull down nice and tight. And I am pulling with everything I have on that knot. Now when it's all said and done, I got to snip both of these ends. Once again. With my fingernail clippers. And I've got a nice clean knot. If the captain, whoever's running the boat, happens to see a fish up on the surface, or we're making a move, or you got a pitch at a tailer, it's nice to have a really nice, sleek, clean setup. No worries about it getting hung up in the guides, less visibility with no double line in the water, and that knot is not going to break. Hey guys, that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Make sure you remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have a question, throw a comment up on any of our videos, or you can reach us at info@bluewatermovements.com. We look forward to bringing you more exciting videos wrapped around action, adventure, and education every Thursday. So we'll see you next week on @FishBlueWater.